Hey guys, we're here at T.C. Williams High School in Alexandria, Virginia. This school is made famous when the movie Remember the Titans highlighted their 1971 championship season. And it's only about 8 miles from the White House. So we thought it'd be fun to talk to some of the students about what it's like living so close to the White House and U.S. Capitol, the recent election, and the upcoming inauguration. Peter, you're the Student Government Association president here at TC. Tell us about the school.
TC is a really great school. It's very diverse, not only in culture, but also in religion and race. It's a great place to learn and a great place to teach. Teachers and students alike love it, and I just love the school very much.
Your school is only about 8 miles away from the White House and U.S. Capitol. What's it like? Do you ever think about it? Is it even a big deal?
Not really. Once you're born and raised here, you kind of get used to the idea that you're so close. But it's always fun to go into DC and see the different monuments and museums and just learn and be so close to the lawmaking process and everything about that.
Honestly, I think the most interesting part of it is you just get normalized to it. You see classes from around the country, walking around the Capitol, looking at everything. It's the first time they've ever seen it, and you've been there since you were 2, and it's just another building.
It's a lot different because you're so exposed to everything going on in the government. So we learn a lot. What we're learning in our government class, it's a lot more practical, and we can actually compare it to what's going on because we know and we see it every day.
In a few minutes drive, you can get right there and you can see the White House, Congress, and everything else. So it's a really cool experience knowing that our government is basically for the United States is right there. So it's certainly something else. Not many people get this opportunity.
I feel like I'm a lot more involved and kept up to date with what's going on in politics. When I hear about stuff going on in the White House and in D.C., it doesn't seem so far away.
Because we're so close, I feel like we're more involved and we get the chance to meet different politicians or retired politicians and talk to them.
I really enjoy it because it means that everyone is a lot more involved in politics because so many people have parents that work in government and all the news is so close to us.
It was when I grew up and I realized that not everyone who lives in the country whose parents work for the government, it just doesn't work like that. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of different from the rest of the place. It's just a little bubble, basically.
What are your thoughts about a Trump presidency?
I'm not the jolliest. Not really proud about the outcome of the 2016 election, but give them a try and let's see where things go. So
We live in a really liberal area, and there aren't very many conservatives, so we were very exposed to the Hillary Clinton side of the election, and we learned about how that connects to everything we're doing in our government class, and we were very involved as a class as a whole in the campaigns and everything.
Well, I'm 18, so I got to vote in this election. November 9th was a hard day, let's just say that, for me.
And what are your thoughts about a Trump presidency?
I think there's going to be a lot more media outrage and stuff like that than there's actually going to be fiscal disasters. I don't think he's going to mess everything up, and I don't think he's going to get a re-election. So it's going to last 4 years, and that's about it.
A bit nervous, maybe. We'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully it won't be as bad as some people think it will. I don't think it'll be disastrous, but we'll definitely see what happens.
I'm nervous about a Trump presidency because I don't think he meets the qualifications for president. He has no political or military experience, but I guess we'll see what happens.
I think it's very scary, not because he's Republican, but just because he's not very inexperienced, and I think that's clear through his comments. And he also hasn't done a good job surrounding himself with other experienced people. So I think it's a little scary, but at the same time, I think America can get through it.
I'm a little bit apprehensive, but I think we can give him a chance and see what he can do.
I'm not that optimistic, but I'll give him a chance. This is the best I can do at this point.
Though I may dislike Donald Trump, I was very impressed with him. He ran the election like a business, and he won. So that was impressive to see happen.
We want to give a huge thank you to the T.C. Williams administration for letting us be here this morning, and especially Ms. Zephyrin for making it possible. And that's all we have for you today. So make sure you're checking the website and following us on Facebook and Twitter because we're on air, online, and this week we're all over the presidential inauguration.